In 2014, I quit my job as a CPA in Italy and I moved to the United States to improve my English. This is how my entrepreneurial journey started, and since then, I've been focusing on growing myself to grow my business. In this podcast, I just want to create a collection of all the lessons that I learned through my mistakes and the success that came from the wins, going through all the stories, the fun facts, and the anecdotes that I've been experiencing through this journey. My name is Cristina, and let's start collecting picture memories. One of the most important core values for me in life and in business is preparation. I feel that my dad did a great job with me growing up because I feel he's talking into my ears all the time with all his lessons and guidance all the time. And one of them was truly preparation because he always told me, you have to be prepared. You have to show that you know what you're talking about. You have to do your job like before you show up. Like you have to do your part. Don't play dumb. Like just get ready, be ready. And for me, it's like this lesson stays with me anywhere I go, anything I do. If I show up at work, if I show up in my personal life, and to me, it's very important. And I struggle to see how big of a lack of preparation there's around us. And I really believe that you can beat most of your competition just being prepared. But actually is what I think makes our cooking classes a success most of the time, like almost all the time, is the amount of preparation there is behind the scenes. So the more you are prepared, the easier your work is going to be after. But actually it's not just in business. One of the biggest anecdote that I have about preparation is about something that I did with a mechanic one day, I would say like almost 10 years ago. And so I'm here in America and there's the engine light on my car, but I don't have any idea what the problem could be. And I could go to a mechanic and say, hey, the engine light is on, like what is the problem? And they can tell me, oh, you have to replace the engine. And I have to believe them because I know nothing about it. Like usually when I'm at home in Italy, I ask my dad, he understands, or like I can ask somebody, like I can ask a friend, but here it's just me and who knows what they can tell me. So I Googled it and I found out that when the engine light goes on, there's several codes that identify the different kind of problems for that light. So, but to read that code, you need a little machine that you have to plug it into your car that is going to tell you the code error for that light. So I go on Amazon, I buy the little machine to identify the code, like $8 machine. I get the code and it says like fuel cap or like gas cap, something like that. There's something wrong with the cap when you put the fuel in. So, okay, I go to the mechanic the next day and, as always, I wear high heels. I arrive there and I say, hi, I have a problem with my car. My engine light went on. So I bought this machine. I know that the error code is this one and there's a problem with the fuel cap in the back. Like, can you help me with that? And he looks at me and goes like, where exactly are you coming from? And I'm like, how do I know that you're not taking advantage of me if I'm not prepared? What's the problem here? Like, can you help me with that? And then we became friends and now he's my mechanic. Like I always go there for anything I need. It's so funny, but I'm like that anywhere I go. I recently spoke to a financial advisor who wanted to get me as their client. So I'm not the best in investments and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with the money that I was able to save. But I know something. I studied for the past 2 years, like what are the options, what is safe, what is more risky. And I started to do something a little bit. So I sat down with them and I say, hey, this is this much I make every year. This is what I started to do. I have this account. I have this insurance. I have this stock. I'm like, I've done several things. Like this is what I'm doing. And everything that I still have in my savings account is because I still want to decide what I want to do. I would love to invest in real estate, but I don't know enough to feel safe to invest there. Until I don't know enough, I don't want to move. So, but if you want to collect all my information and then design a plan for me or tell me what you think I should do, I'm more than happy to talk to you. But I said to them, listen, you can see that I'm somebody that you are not going to come to me and say, hey, give me your money and I'll take care of it and I will be okay with it. I want to understand what you're doing. You have to answer my questions. I want to study what you're offering me. I want to be aware what's happening, what's going on. So just for you to know that I'm this kind of customers and I don't know if you want this kind of person with you. And they ended up like saying, you're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing. This is who I am, like, and I would not trade it in any other way because there's nobody who's going to care as much as you do about your stuff. And especially in the business, there's nobody who's going to care as much as I do about the customer experience or the service and the products that we provide because it's mine. My employees, I love them like over the moon, like to the moon and back because they care as much as I do, but I transfer to them this passion and this drive to always make sure that the customer experience is over the top. And how we do that is we prepare all the time, especially for cooking classes. When people come in and join a cooking class, sometimes they don't realize how big of a work there's behind it. We test the recipe. We measure the ingredients precisely for them. Even if I grew up cooking like by eye and I don't measure anything, it's down to perfection, to grams that you need to use for the class. Because if we have to readjust it, we have 18 people in the class and everybody have different questions and there's no time to fix mistakes at that point. When we set up for a class, I have to think that in that moment you need a fork and then you need a small knife and then you need a wooden spoon, but then there's another sauce, so you need another wooden spoon. At that point, I need somebody to take it and ship. It's a whole preparation behind it to make that class easy and perfect when we execute it. But the worst part is not teaching the class, is not executing the class, is before. And this is what people underestimate. Like you have to take the time to prepare because it's going to guarantee you a perfect result after all. And many times you deal with people, you hire professionals. I was recently to a meeting where they were explaining, like there was a lawyer talking about a new form that we need to fill out. And they're like, the requirements to fill out this form is very easy. Like, okay, like these are like the requirements. This is the website. You have to do it. And I don't understand why people overcomplicate things. And then when you ask a question that is a little bit out of your script, like, oh, I don't know that. Like, we're here to talk about this topic. How the hell you don't know it? So it's, to me, is like, if I have to suggest you something like you're starting a business or you're providing services, you have your own consulting firm, whatever you're doing, just be prepared. Be prepared. I heard many stories also about people who wanted to get in contact with somebody, wanted to become part of their network. If you just get to know something about people that can connect you, it's still part of the preparation. You want to make a sales call and you need to get to know the person before you're going to call so you can make a connection immediately, like knowing what they like or where they live or like something about them. But it's all a matter of preparation. Preparation is the key, and I would never give that up. I would never show up unprepared. Sometimes on Monday is meeting day at my company. We had 3 different meetings, but back to back. And a couple of months ago, I started a different kind of meetings that I really love, but I need to prepare. I really need to take some time to write down what I want to say, what I want to work on. The first day I had to do that meeting, I was not prepared. And even if I don't show it, like people can't see it. I feel that I'm failing myself because I haven't done my work. Yes, I can improvise. Are things that I studied for a long time and then I don't need. Yeah, but it's so crucial and important that it's gonna change your life. If you haven't done it or it's not like a habit that you have it, I truly suggest you to try. And this comes to the last anecdote about preparation that still many people are impressed by it. Last year, I think I told you in another episode that I got the honor to meet Marcus Lemonis, who's one of my favorite investors in the United States. And in December, I got the opportunity to join a Zoom call where he was speaking, and we were able to do Q&As with him. It was December, and I had prepared an elevator pitch for him back in August. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him back then. And out of the blue, December 12th, 2023, I'm like, oh my God, tonight we have the call with Marcus Lemonis. Maybe I should revise just review for a second my elevator pitch, because you never know. Maybe I'm on the call, maybe I'll be able to ask a question and I'll get a chance to do my elevator pitch. I don't know. So I just read it twice, rehearsed it twice during that day. And I'm like, okay, fine. Then I jumped on the call and I'm like, Cristina, just ask a question, whatever question, just come up with a smart question to ask. And I asked the question, and then my face always talks so loud, more than what it should say, basically. And he goes after he answered my question, he goes you look little disappointed. I'm like, kinda, because I disagreed with what he said to me. And so that opened up the conversation again. And I said, Marcus, I went to the event in August only because I wanted to meet you and I didn't get a chance to talk to you. But back then I prepared an elevator pitch for you. And then he goes how long is the elevator pitch? And I'm like, oh, it's 1 minute. And he goes, okay, go. I'm like, what? And he goes just go ahead. And in that moment, I started my elevator pitch and I got the chance to talk to him. And he was so impressed. That to me is normal because it's what I do every time. I'm just prepared. If you were going to tell me, Cristina, you jump and speak on a stage, I would never say no. And I'm I have something to say. Or if you say improvise and teach a cooking class or cook something, I'm okay. And maybe I'm gonna attach the video, the recording for that elevator pitch that I got to do back then in December, because it's a great memory.
Where in Italy are you from?
I'm from northern Italy. My hometown is between Milano and Venice. Have you ever been to Italy?
I've been to Venice, and I've been to Florence, and I've been to Milan.
Fantastic. I'm in between.
And when I go into a restaurant like yours, I just say yes, and I be quiet because you know exactly what you want to do.
Marcus, I went to the first Aspire event in New York with an elevator pitch ready for you because I'm your fan since your first season of The Prophet. And it was ending, my elevator pitch was ending so Marcus, because I saw your video say, you need to be very clear what you want from me. And
I'm How long was your pitch? How long was it?
1 minute.
Go ahead right now.
Okay. Ciao, Marcus. My name is Cristina Bossini. I'm the proud owner of Healthy Italia, an Italian cooking school and marketplace located in Madison, New Jersey. We're all about the full, authentic Italian culinary experience. With us, you can learn how to cook the real Italian way. You cook by eye, or you can stop by and grab a delicious Italian prepared food or ingredients to make it at home. Originally, I'm from an Italian entrepreneur family. I'm a CPA by trade, but I had a goal. I wanted to improve my English. So 10 years ago, I decided to quit my job and come here just to improve it. Then my dad told me, why don't you start a business there? And I did. And today, after 7 years of hard work, I'm here in front of you talking about a profitable business. And I'm here with a new business and a new goal. I would love to scale it, and I would love to do it with you because we both care about people, and I don't care if they are employees, customers, or investors. So, Marcus, when can you come to visit Healthy Italia? What about tonight?
First of all, I love your story. I love the fact that you had a dream and that you wanted to improve yourself, and this is the place that you brought yourself. I absolutely love that. Second of all, the fact that you're an accountant by trade is really important to me because it proves to me that you understand your numbers, which is why you knew your compensation as a percentage of gross is 50%. I'd like to ask the other 62 people on the call if they know what their compensation is as a percentage of gross. Third, I want you to go on to the Fixer, FIXER.com, and I want you to fill out an application because I'm getting ready to shoot the new show, and I would be fascinated to have a very tough Italian as a candidate.
Okay, I would be honored.
You were unbelievable. And here's the thing that I would say to you. I have a feeling that you're tougher than you need to be.
It might be the case.
And you are that way because you've worked your ass off to get here. And you don't want to have anything go bye-bye. And you'll get frustrated by sometimes us Americans, we're a little lazy. We want a lot for not a lot. That's us. But we want to be inspired by you. And I think you have to figure out how to inspire your people to do more, how to have them understand your story and your dream, how to understand that you took a lot of risk to come to this country, to give yourself an opportunity and to give them an opportunity. They may not know that part of you. They may just think you're this mean Italian lady.
No, I mean, I tell my story every single night before I start to teach a cooking class. So
To the customers. To your customers.
No, my employees know it more. They can start saying it, but instead of me, they are tired of knowing it. But
I feel like I need to visit. I'm going to come with my wife, who's sitting over here, to visit Madison, New Jersey. And we're going to see how nice you are to your people.
Okay, absolutely. Okay. You can talk to them while I'm not there.
Will you email send me a note at thefixer.com.
Okay, absolutely. Okay? I will.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you so much, Marcus, for your time. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
It's a great memory, and I was very happy that impressed him for the preparation, and because in the conversation ahead of that, he asked me several questions about my business, and I was able to answer them all. He's very, very numbers oriented, I would say, and he always says that it's very important that you know your numbers for your business. And he asked me a question about the numbers, and I knew the answer. So he was already impressed by then. And then with the elevator pitch, he was like, "Oh my God!" But it's just a matter of preparation. Like it's a lot of work, because I was about to say, like, it doesn't cost you anything. It costs a lot of time and a lot of effort, but it pays you back. And that's it. Like, this is what I wanted to share with you today. A lot of preparation. Get prepared. Get ready. You never know when it's gonna come. So be ready. If you like this podcast and the topics I'm talking about, and you want to know more about what I do, you can follow me more on our social media accounts. You can follow us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and on Facebook under the Healthy Italia account. I'm not very active on social media on my personal account, so you won't find that much. But you can see me on the Healthy Italia account. So it will be wonderful to meet you there. And if you find that what I'm talking about it could be helpful for anybody, you're more than welcome to share the podcast with your friends or whoever you think might benefit from it. Thank you so much. It means the world to me.